Now, before we get started, I would really love if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get the latest content from the YouTube channel, The Last Rewind. And don't be shy about leaving your comments at the bottom of the page because you are the sole reason why this channel will be successful. Thank you.
What's going on, everyone? This is Tremaine again, coming to you from The Last Rewind. I'm gonna get straight into this one because I'm like a week behind. I've been wanting to do this video, but I'm about a week behind. But I'm gonna get into this one. There are two heel changes that happened in the WWE recently that are worth notating. Please like and comment and subscribe to the channel. But back into this. There are two heel changes that are worth notating within the WWE this past week. One is Naomi. There was a storyline going around within the WWE that Jade Cargill, who attacked Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill was out from about I want to say before Thanksgiving. She's been out a while. She recently just came back, and it was speculated that it was Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez because they were the rivals at the time with them two. But it wasn't them two. So within that, it was speculated, could it be Bianca Belair or could it be Naomi? So the storyline was up and down, and we got our answer, and it was Naomi. I watched this segment with Bianca Belair and Naomi on SmackDown recently, and this was drama. I mean, if Tyler Perry was writing for the WWE, this is what this was. This was drama at its finest. We had crying. We had the overly dramatic body language and mannerisms. It was just drama throughout this whole segment. So Naomi admits to pushing Jade. Two things that stick out. She said she wished she would have pushed her harder, and she called Bianca Belair a bitch. Three things that stuck out, and she dropped the old Rikishi line. If you know, you know. I did it with a rock type shit. Basically, she kind of hit us with that. That was funny, but this is needed for the Naomi character in the WWE. This heel change is drastically needed because her character was going nowhere. I mean, granted, she'll team up with Bianca, who's riding high, or Jade, who's coming in off of what's speculation that she's going to do well based upon what she did at the previous company. So she's linked to them through that way, but Naomi never really done anything on her own as far as getting her name out there, and this was it. I was hoping that it was going to be written that Naomi did push her and did attack her, because this puts Naomi out there. This gives her character a new light, and she needed a heel change drastically, because let's go back. She debuted in about 2009 with that other girl, Cameron, I believe. She was on NXT. She did the whole NXT challenge. But she debuted in about 2009, and she came in as a Funkadactyl, dancing with Brodus Clay when they would come to the ring. And while that was entertaining, I feel as if it held her back. And then she started with this whole Feel the Glow run, which was, I say it's a miss. Some people may say it was a hit, but I say it was a miss because I don't feel as if her character was behind it. I don't feel as if she was into it as much as the WWE more so put it on her. And then around 2022, I'm sorry, around 2022, she won the tag women's tag championship, with Sasha Banks. And she has been a SmackDown Women's World Champion too, as well. But even with those accomplishments, I feel as if her character was still stale. Now, I feel as if her character has some light, has some push, has the fans excited for her character, whether she's heel or not. I feel as if the fans are now excited for her character. She has somewhere to go with this character now, especially WrestleMania season, especially now feuding with Jade, who's already a hot name. You know, she has somewhere to go with this character now. So let's be honest, it's gonna be Naomi and Jade at WrestleMania. We all know that because Bianca Belair is already, from winning the Elimination Chamber, she's already punched her ticket. So with that being said, I feel as if her character is going to expand because of this heel change. Now, can Naomi pull off the heel change is another question. Can she give us bad guy? Can she give us bad guy energy? She was trying Friday night. I feel as if she needs to be polished a bit. I feel as if she's going to give better bad guy energy than good guy energy. But I feel as if her heel change needs to be polished a bit, but I do feel as if she will be a better heel. I feel as if she would be a better heel, and it would be better for the company. I always wanted her to, during the Bloodline run, I always wanted her to join the Bloodline. You know, it's being married to Jimmy, and that was a tie-in to have, you know, a woman in the Bloodline. I always thought that would be a good transition for her to become a heel, but we're here now, and I think this is going to be good for her. I think it's going to be good for her character development. I think it's going to be good for her on the mic. She can express her grievances without pandering to the crowd with the glow and doing the fist bump and all that. I feel as if she has a lot to get off her chest from dancing around with the Funkadactyls. She probably feels something along those. I feel as if she has some good. I feel as if she has some good material for a good heel run now. So let's just hope it goes well for her. I'm really backing her on this heel run, and it's going to be pretty good for her, the WWE, and the women's division. If they do this well, this could really put her in a different bracket within the women's division in the WWE. And the next heel turn, this one was good. This one was your boy. Yes, the lovable John Cena has finally turned heel after 20 plus years of being Mr. Goody Two Shoes. This was brilliantly done. Oh, this was brilliantly done. Superb. So Cena he's a 16-time world champion. He has held a number of other titles in WWE. He's been very successful in the WWE. He's acquiring success outside the WWE as we speak within his movie career. But going back, this was brilliantly done. This was the heel change that was needed, and the heel change that will be talked about for years to come in the WWE. I always knew Cena would turn heel at some point, but I also knew why he wasn't turning heel previously. Cena was never turning heel because he was the golden boy. He was a merchandise seller, and Vince McMahon was not going to ruin that. He wasn't. He wasn't going to ruin it. He was going to keep Cena the golden boy as long as he could. But you notice I said turn heel because Cena was already heel. Cena started his career not as a heel, and this is the biggest misconception. Cena started his career as a face. If you recall, Cena would come to the ring in colors of whatever hometown team they were representing, and he was a face. He was doing the ruthless aggression thing. Remember when he came out and he smacked Kurt Angle? After that, WWE did not see a need for Cena, and they were going to fire him. I saw it in the interview. It was real well documented. He was freestyling on the back of a bus or a party or something, and Stephanie McMahon, it was on the back of a bus, and Stephanie McMahon noticed it and said, "Hey, could you do that on TV?" Hence came the Doctor of Thugonomics, and that came the freestyling, and that came the rapping and insulting people within freestyle, and that was his first heel run. And that was about 2002-ish. He was done with that in around 2003-ish. So around that time frame, Cena was your Doctor of Thugonomics heel. And I thought it was entertaining at the time. I thought he was clever. I thought it was cutting edge at the time. He was coming down freestyling. He had a couple rivalries, pivotal rivalries with Undertaker that was pretty good. I remember one with Big Show, so it was really, really good. Fast forward to around 2005, 2006, John Cena does the movie The Marine. The Marine is when Cena basically converted from the Doctor of Thugonomics to this hustle, loyalty, and respect, never give up character, wave the towel, run to the ring, 5-knuckle shuffle, all that. So that's when he became, the Cena that we all know of, and that was around the time again when that movie came out. So from around 2005 until last week, we got good boy, good, clean cut John Cena. We were longing for a heel change all this time, but we never got it, and that was the reason. Again, we never got it because he was a breadwinner for the company. The company now is in a place where they can make Cena the heel and still make money. The company now is in a place where they can make Cena the heel and still do well and make money. He's obviously he's winding his career down. I believe this is his last run, is what's documented. And what better time to make Cena a heel than now? We can go the route with Cena being a heel. If you're under the impression that you're going to get the freestyling Cena, you're not. This is not the heel run. This is not going to be a 2002, 2003 heel run from John Cena. No. First of all, he's rarely going to be there. He's going to very much be kind of final boss-ish like The Rock. He's going to do a couple via satellite promos. He's going to make appearances. Like, if you thought Cena was going to be at this past Raw or SmackDown after Elimination Chamber, you were sadly mistaken. He's barely going to be there, but his energy is going to be felt. This heel turn for Cena is the equivalent of the Roman Reigns run from about 2019 until 2024-ish. This is what's needed for the company now, and it's the Cena heel turn. You know how many storylines are derived within the Cena heel turn? Not just Cody. I mean, Cody is the focal point now, but not just Cody. You got Punk, you got Roman, you got Seth, you got people superstars and who was in the company then who probably wanted to crack at Cena, but they have this grudge against him because he held them back, and they can go with him now because he's a heel. There's so much derived from this storyline that Cena is becoming heel, and I'm here for it. But let's go to the execution of him becoming a heel. That had to happen flawlessly, or it would have been ruined. It would have been ruined. Now we got Travis Scott in the ring with The Rock. You got Cody Rhodes coming in there saying he's not selling his soul. He tells The Rock to F off. But the execution in that moment had to go down flawlessly, or it would have been ruined. It would have. The start of the heel turn would have been horrible. And I was telling Red, my partner, if that's not done right, you cut it. You do not do it then. But it was done beautifully. It was done beautifully. It was done so beautifully that I knew it was going to happen. As a fan of watching WWE in all these years, I knew when it was going to happen. When Cena was overreacting and dapping up Cody, I said to myself, he's turning heel. But it still happened so beautifully and very well just done. I was still impressed. Very much impressed. You got to see a menacing look on Cena's face, something you didn't even see then, because he was a heel back in 2002, but he was like freestyling, happy-go-lucky kind of still. This time you got to see a menacing, dominating look on his face, and it was one of those looks of I've been held back and I got a lot to say, and I'm going to get a lot off my chest within this run. And who better for him to team up and be a heel with than the final boss, The Rock, the history that they have. But they have similar paths, meaning Rock went off to do film and television. Cena went off to do film and television. Crowd kind of turned on Rock. Crowd kind of turned on Cena. So they have similar paths, and I'm sure they'll incorporate that to some degree within their bond and their hatred for Cody Rhodes as well. But it was done beautifully, and I'm here for it. All the Cena fans who were born during the time he has been on his babyface run, I feel for you because you lost your guy. You lost your guy in the moment. This was their 96 Hogan bash at the beach. This was their Hogan 96 bash at the beach. Now the difference in that is Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash at the time were in their prime. Cena is not in his prime. But the energy is roughly the same. It's still felt. It's still felt. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Backstory, and this is relating to the topic. I had to go to I had to go volunteer through my job at a middle school, and it was basically like a career day thing, And I was chopping it up with this one kid. He, for some reason, we got on the topic of wrestling. Oh, he said I look like Big E, which I don't get it, but whatever. Through him saying I look like Big E, I said, "Do you watch wrestling?" He said yes, and I said, "How do you feel about the Cena heel change?" When I tell you folks, this young man looked at me, took off his glasses, did this, and cried. That in itself didn't remind me of the 96 Hogan heel change, because I didn't cry. And again, if you go back to my previous videos, I was never a Hogan cat like that. That was probably the height of my Hogan fandom was then. But I do know some friends of mine back in 96 when Hogan turned heel felt the same way that young man felt when I asked him. And I was like, wow, man, it's going to be okay. So that therein lies the impact that we know John Cena had within the WWE. And now we get to see a different impact John Cena brings within the WWE, within this heel change. And again, you're not getting freestyling John Cena. You're not getting yo, word life. You're not getting that. You're going to get polished, suit and tie, fed up John Cena. And the one feud that I'm looking forward to within this heel run with Cena is Punk. CM Punk has already touched on it a bit, but I'm really looking forward to the a heel Cena and a face Punk, because in the past we got the opposite. We got face Cena and somewhat face Punk, but even then, people were turning on Punk. Then Punk was face, but the crowd was kind of turning on him. But now we get to see the opposite, and I'm looking forward to that rivalry. Looking forward to it. Like I said, I think the change of John Cena becoming a heel is going to be great for the WWE. It's actually great for the wrestling business in itself, because it does open doors, even not in WWE, not even in WWE. It opens doors. Just overall, if Cena can finally turn heel, what else can happen in WWE from that aspect? You know what I mean? But it happened. I'm here for it, and it's going to be a good ride, especially going into this upcoming WrestleMania. And especially with him alongside with The Rock. So let's gear up. Let's get down with it. Let's go forward. And it's gonna be a good ride. Do not, if you are a Cena fan or not a Cena fan, you just want to keep up with his storyline, just don't expect him to be at every event, because he's not. That's what's going to make it all the more better. It's going to be very somewhat 2003-ish, Roman Reign-ish. He's not going to be at every event, but he's going to be mentioned. The vibe is going to be in the air. He's going to be at enough to stay relevant. So, with that being said, we're going to gear up for WrestleMania. It's going to be a good one, and I will see you in the next video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I would be appreciative. Peace.